Hi, welcome back to Mechanic Garage from inside the 740. I'm going to pull the interior out. There's holes in the floor I need to weld. I all need a good clean. And anybody that's seen any of my other cars and knows me, you can't clean a car if the carpet stays in. Get the interior out because you see the roof lining. That's got to come out and it makes a right mess. All this stuff that comes off. I started hoovering some of it yesterday, hoovering the ceiling like a madman, and you can see the difference there behind my head. And it was working all right. It wasn't making a mess in the car because I just hoovered it out. The roof lining on these, on a saloon, well, on all of them, is fitted before the glass because they go through the window hole. The only way out for this one piece enormous roof lining, ignore that, I've taken the sunroof one out already. It's got to go out of that passenger rear door, and to get out of the rear door, you've got to take all the seats out. So there's another reason it's got to come out. So I'll get on with it. There'll be quite a bit of time lapse, I imagine, otherwise it'd be a 2-hour video. The interior is pretty clean, really. It's just needs a good freshen up. All the dust and muck from the roof lining and all the seats have just discoloured slightly from years and years of use and years of being left. So I'm hoping that that bluey colour here will come back a little bit. Obviously these are faded slightly with the sun, but I'm hoping that blue will come back a little bit because the back seats are immaculate as well, but they've faded slightly. But on camera they don't look too bad. We'll see. It's a good clean up, it may come back. As I say, the roof lining's got to come out, but to get it out, you've got the seats out, all this plastic trim around the edges, centre console and everything else. So let's get on with it, start getting it pulled out. You're going to be limited as to what you can see, as always. And put everything in a little tub. And if there's a lot of awkward bits, just remember where they come from. Be careful with clips because 30-odd year old, they might be a bit brittle, so just ease them out gently. This will have to come off after the seats are out because of the where they are. To get the seat out, I need to take the seatbelt off. There's a couple of plugs underneath. I don't know if you can see them or not. There you go. No airbags, no SRS in this, so we're alright for disconnecting everything. First bit done. Get the trim off, get the carpet out. Bit more out. you go. That's not bad at all, is it? I mean, really, 30-odd-year-old carpet. Shows what happens if you put the proper mats on. You can see the muck up the side where it never gets through behind the dash, but the rest of it's immaculate. Press stud there that holds the carpet down. You get the soundproofing out as well. And get all this ducting off. Rip the foam too much because it's all stuck. Yeah, that's soggy. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll have to cut that because I can't get it. It must be bridged across. And if it is, I'll never get it back in. Yeah. Oh, under there, because this will go back in where it belongs anyway. Yeah, all this is soaking wet. Like I say, that rear footwell was full of water when I first looked at the car. I dried it all out. So, how bad's the rust? Well, these are the bits I can see under the bonnet, under the wheel arches that I knew about. So they're no worse than I was expecting, and they're easy to get at because that's where the chassis rail is. I'll dig all this up. Sorry, I'll dig all this off to see how bad it is under there. Because that's the inside of the chassis rail, so it could have gone as well. I'm going to swap hands because I'm not left-handed. There you go. Right. All this insulation stuff can come off because it traps water. Traps water, and you can't weld and do it properly anyway because this is soft here as well, because it's a continuation of this bit. It's a little bit of a bigger hole than I was expecting, but it's not unexpected. As long as this is solid and the inner sill is solid, then we're okay. From looking underneath, these are the only bits I can see. There's this corner where the jacking point is, and then a couple of bits under the wheel arch which are there and there. I think there's another one here. I'll take this soundproofing out. Yeah, there you go. That just continues up a little bit there. There you go. Sorry, I'm waving you about. But this is all easy to get at. Cut it out, make plates, and put it back in properly. So this is no worse than I was expecting, so that's good. This area here, I think if I remember out, there's that panel there overlaps another panel. So there's a triangular joint, and I'm sure this is where I welded up my last one 25 years ago, because it's done the same. I'd like to know where the water's coming in, but we'll worry about that later. There is a heater drain there. I think scuttle drains were clean when I looked. What's that bit there? Yeah, another bit. This is why I want the interior out, so I can do this properly. You don't burn any seats, and everything looks good. Right, that's the interior out. A little bit soggy in places and a bit rusty in places, but the rusty expected. So look at the other side. And so that's the back end now clear. Roof line is going to come out next. There's all them fresh air holes and ventilation that we saw earlier on. And that side, that orange stuff's foam, not actually rot. Look, there you go, it's glued down. This side's not quite as bad. Exactly the same places, just not quite as bad, but you can see where the water's been dribbling down there. So that'd be letting water in one side. This side, there's a bit of water in, and there's a big tide mark around there. So this side's been quite wet, and I don't know where it's come in. I'm leaving the dashboard in, because unless I have to get up any further behind it, there's no reason to take it out. Plus it's a hell of a lot more work that I don't need to. The bottom half of the dash could have come out maybe. Take the fuse box out, the radio out, the dashboard centerpiece, and then take the entire blue triangle out. But I've only just put half of that back in, so it'll be fine. That can all stay put. Just all needs a really good clean out. But the only thing I didn't find is the red button off one of the seat belts. The actual buckle in the back, one of the red buttons is missing. I was hoping I'd find it. I took this off, it's come out, but no sign of it. A little bit of rust there, which will be the same as that little bit of rust there. It's symmetrical. What I've got to do on one side, I've got to do on the other. But it isn't bad. I say I'll warm all them plates up, soften them up, get them off. I mean, the best option is that dry ice and stuff, but I don't have any. And that freezes them and they just crack and come apart. So I think next job, these upper trims, and the roof lining out. And get all this lot out. And put all the tub screws for these in a separate tub, so I know that this is from the top half. It's just a case of taking everything off. that's fastened to the roof lining. And try not to brush it with my head, because that is all the foam that's basically between the roof lining board, and that has just disintegrated. And that's what happens, the foam falls to bits, not the roof lining. It's the stuff in between. Nasty. How do you get that? Does that go that way? Yeah. There's only one issue I might have, and that's the air post trim. Looks like it's bonded to the body. I'm hoping I can get the roof lining out without having to remove it, because this here, there's a lot of sealant. Looks like either it's had a windscreen, and this clips are broken, it's been glued in. So I'm hoping I can slide this back over, just these little bits up to here. We shall see. It's one of those you don't know until you try it moments. And everything will get this a really good clean up. That handle's already half off. That's good of it. Saves me a job. Oh, stop dropping everything. I think these clip onto little plastic retainers, if I remember rightly. Yeah, they do. There you go. There we go. And this one's already loose. The handle on that side in the same place is loose. Go. Yeah, fluffy. Lots of fluff. There we go. Okay, that screw. That one's stuck in there. That's not a problem. Whether that's factory or not, I don't know. I think it is, but never know, do you? It just screws to the roof line, if I remember rightly. Oh, I can't see anything, so it might just clip in. Yeah, it does. It's sprung loaded and clipped. There you go. Yeah, last little scratchy bits of fabric. Put that back on there. And what I need to do is find some roof lining fabric that's a similar colour to the plastics and the sun visors, because that's what you need, is it to blend in. I've seen somewhere they're doing black and things, and it's like, that's alright if you're doing all of it black, But if you're not doing the sunrises and everything black, then it's going to look a little bit odd. This is the door it's got to come out of. There's just a couple of little bits of trim around the edges I just need to free up. I may have to pop them back corners off. I don't remember doing that last time, I'll be honest. I don't know. The sound insulation off the actual sunroof panel is falling off because I took the liner off, which is inside the roof at the minute. I'm hoping I can get that out without dropping the sunroof cradle out, but I had to set the entire sunroof out last time, so I can work out how it clips. Right, okay, it goes that way. It goes down a bit. Nah, that's stuck to the windscreen as well. It's had a screen in it somewhere and all trim's bonded. Bugger. I don't want to be pulling it too much because I end up breaking the bloody trim and then the window maybe. Right, yeah, it goes forward. It goes off that way. You know what, that might be enough. I need to just ruffle this out of this corner because it's yeah, nasty. Dropping it all on my head. Yeah, well, just drop us a little bit more of this off without breaking. Right, it might be flexible enough at the moment. I'm not sure how it'll cope with going back in. There we go, we can move it across over that. Don't break. Don't break it, break it, no break it. Okay, now we've got a problem. It's dropping it all on my head. Don't break, don't break. Because it's quite weak at the front because of the sunroof aperture. I need to get it unhooked to these back corners. Right. Yeah. They do come out. Then that goes out, they go over the steering wheel because I'm stuck in the wrong place. Don't break. Right, that's the board out. I get me out. The bloody dust is shite. Oh good, it's starting to rain. Not rain too much. Broken a little bit there. Broken a bit there. And this seems to be an awful lot bigger than I remember. It definitely came out this back door last time. I must have just bent it a little. Uh-oh. Bending, braking, and raining. I know the last one I did, it was all broken around the sunroof, so this is not good. Once it's back together, the fabric holds it in. That's all right, that's good, that's salvageable. Still in one piece, got a couple of cracks to tape. And now I need to put stuff away because it's raining. Well, as expected, the rain came down. Bang on time, really. As came out earlier on because I knew it was going to rain. I better shut my van door actually because everything's getting soaked. Just have a quick look in here now because I didn't see anything. Oh dear. Yeah. There it is. Now that sunroof channel bolts in, sunroof frame and everything bolts in separately. I may need to remove that to get the well, the trim that goes over that at the moment, that's slid inside here. I did drop it out of the last one. It's not a massive job. It's just, and also you can make sure all the drains are clear. I'll show you what I'm looking at rather than just talking to myself. So yeah, that's the interior out, ready to clean up, ready to do the roof lining and get this bit of trim off. I think it pops off the same downwards way, looking at the clips. And I think I will take these off because they were causing me a bit of trouble, and hook it up over the front into there because that top corner won't come out. And then there, but it was a bit tighter than I remember coming out the door, because when they were fitted, obviously when they're fitted in the factory, they were put in before the windscreen and the glass. They'd go in straight through in one piece, straight in, straight up and clipped in place. Doing them on a saloon with the glass in, a little bit more awkward. Well, that's the deconstruction side of it done. The next job will be digging out the holes in the floor, see how bad that is, and get the welding done. So I've started doing it now. I'm waiting for the brake parts, as you've seen if you've watched the other video. Wait for the brake parts to turn up, get those sorted. But I thought, whilst I'm waiting, I might as well do something else, because if the weather's drawing in, the nights are drawing in, it's going to start getting damp and raining and all the rest of it. It's not ideal weather for welding. Although, it's better than I welded my Skoda up, because it was about 45 degrees that day. I was under a gazebo, which made it worse. There was no direct sunlight, bro. It's like an oven. But get the welding done, get the carpets cleaned, the roof lining done. It's then just a case of washing off all the plastics, cleaning everything up, putting it all back together. It's a little bit more in depth putting it back together, because every little bit gets cleaned, every piece. There's a lot of fluff and muck from that roof lining coming down, but now that's done, there'll be no more bits to drop out. So thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you haven't seen the other videos, there's quite a decent amount on the car, and I will have a video coming up with some news about the car itself and its history. I managed to contact the previous owner's family. I sent them a letter, so that'll come in another video, and it went down quite well. Thanks for watching. Cheers.